Yo. Hey guys, welcome to my latest video. I am just over a month on testosterone, and wow, my voice at the moment feels like it's dropped a little bit, but at the same time there's sometimes where it doesn't feel as low as before. Sometimes it just skips into high mode and is a lot higher than what it is right now. It feels quite deep right now. I don't know, it's weird, it feels quite deep. I always used to try and put on the fact that I had a deeper voice. I always used to try and force it, but now it just feels a little bit more natural to talk like this, and it doesn't feel like I'm forcing it to stay deep all the time anymore, so that's encouraging. It's not sore at all, it's just weird. Other change wise, I've had, I think, a little bit of weight redistribution on my hips. Yeah, like, I don't know, I can't work out whether any movement has been going on because I didn't really have anything to compare it with because I never took pictures of my hips and that. But from looking from a personal point of view, it feels like it has, so I'm gonna take it. My tash is coming through, but that I always used to have a tiny bit of a tash anyway, so I can't really work out whether it's come through quicker. I don't think it's come through much quicker or thicker. I've got a few darker hairs on my chin as well. I had to cut a couple off the other day just because they were annoying me and I couldn't be bothered. I hadn't got time to shave properly, so I just shaved them a few, but I've got a few more on my very chin that are quite thick and I can feel. I've had a few spots recently. Apparently if you're not spotty first time round in puberty, you're not immune to it, apparently. I don't know if my face has changed shape, like, well, it won't have changed shape, but I don't know, just, I can't really tell. I'm very concerned about these Mount Everest and Kilimanjaro that's growing on the side of my face right now. Oh, muscle wise, a little bit of muscle, not much. It looks more impressive than what it actually, the use of it, because I don't feel any stronger. I don't seem to be able to lift any bigger weights. Quite a few people have asked me if I feel different, like in myself, if I feel different, and I don't expect to. I never felt different when I was going through puberty the first time round, so I don't really expect to feel any difference. I don't know. Emotionally, I don't know, I feel a tiny little bit more confident, but I think that's linked in with the fact that I've been being read as male a lot more often, which I think is joint between the fact that my voice feels a lot more comfortable to talk like deeper. My appearance is a lot more manly at work just because the uniform has been changed, so my confidence has grown because of that, so I've been being read as male a lot more often than before. That's a good thing, not completely tied in with testosterone though, but it is still good progress, and yeah, like, it's really good. And also I went out the other night, and I'm usually very wary about using men's toilets in a venue that I don't know and in a venue that I don't know many people around. So I had two people that I was with, my housemate and one of her mates, and it was a really busy night. It was Paddy's night, so those three factors would normally mean that I wouldn't even chance going to the men's because I wouldn't feel comfortable, but because I'd been being read as male all day and I'm trying to build my confidence up, I said to myself as soon as I started testosterone, that was it. I wasn't going to use any female toilets unless I really felt like it was going to be a danger to use the men's. But I broke it a few times, but like baby steps, baby steps. But yeah, the other night I went out and I went to men's toilets. I used the men's toilets all night. There was one point where there was a bit of a queue waiting on the cubicles. The urinals, there was a few spaces on the urinals, but that was fine. Like, I was just stood. I picked up a few tips from some guys that I know is what to do and how not to feel so awkward about waiting on a cubicle, because I really do feel genuinely awkward. I don't really know what to do with myself. I'm just like, well, I'm stood here, you guys are having a piss over there, and I can't go over there. But yeah, like, it was fine. There was one guy waiting for the cubicles ahead of me, and he sort of like looked me up and down, and he was like, and then just looked away, and he didn't say anything. A few personal changes, like, yeah, which I'm not really going to go into, but it has changed a little bit. Not much though. It changed a lot in the first week and then stopped, which is good, because it's one thing I didn't want to change. Oh, people say that your smell changes when you start testosterone, and I only heard about this just before I started my first, just before I had my first shot of testosterone. But I can tell you that within the first 2 weeks, I think it was, I kind of noticed a change in smell on myself. So like, my personal smell, just the smell of me, it did change a little bit, and I think I noticed it a little bit more as well. Also, I was kind of sweating a bit more as well, so I was, by the end of the night, after working 2 shifts a day, but I'd get into bed, and I couldn't smell anything when I got into bed, but by the time I woke up in the morning, ready for my shower, I definitely needed a shower. It's calming down a little bit, I think, now. I got my bike, I picked that up on Sunday, and I've only been on it once because I am terrified of the thing, and it's pretty scary. It's a tiny little bit too tall for me at the moment. I'm going to take it and get the seat readjusted. So all in all, there's not that much changed. My facial hair is growing at its normal pace, as far as I know. My face doesn't feel like it's changed much. I can't really tell. Fat redistribution seems to have shifted a tiny little bit, but not by much. My voice seems a little bit more comfortable at a lower level than before, so I will update you in a month, maybe? Depends when I get a chance to update, to be fair. I will probably make an update if something drastic happens. I get my next shot of testosterone on the 1st of April. I will probably do an update shortly after then if anything happens. If not, I'm probably not going to get time to do another update anyway, so not a lot really, but that is my just over 1 month on T update. Catch us later.